Welcome students, welcome to my next video SYJC History. Topic number 1, the Renaissance in Europe and development of science. Well, before I start with the topic, let me tell you I'll be speaking in Hindi in between for the benefit of those people who are from the Hindi medium. So, some explanation will be given in Hindi. Before I start with the explanation, it's a sincere request. If you are viewing this video for the first time, to get more and more videos, please subscribe it. And if you like the video, please do like it. And also, give the link to those people who are not aware of this video. Now, my dear students, let us start with the topic. In the medieval period of history, or during the medieval period, in Europe, they saw advance in the field, in various fields of life. Europeans discovered unknown lands. The religious reformations were there. All this laid the foundation of the modern period. Hence, it is called as Renaissance, which means rebirth. In the ancient Greek and Roman traditions, art, architecture, philosophy were revived. However, the revival of ancient tradition was not possible. So Renaissance brought overall development in many fields, and it proved to be the beginning of a new era. Now, the first thing I would like to mention about is of European Crusades. As we all know, religious fight. For Muslims, it is jihad. So here is a short story which says about Crusades. Jerusalem and Bethlehem are the two cities which were considered holy by Jews, Christians, and Muslims. But these cities were under Islamic rules, with the rulers of Islam was ruling Jerusalem and Bethlehem. Several wars were fought between Christians and Muslims in 11th century, and these wars were known as Crusades. Now we will see why these Crusades have taken place. The highest authority of the church, the Pope, he inspired people to fight Crusades. He said, if you fight for the church, for the religion, then your sins will be forgiven. No need of doing any confession. No need of giving money. But you will fight for the religion. Your sins will be forgiven. That was one of the reasons why these crusades took place, where the common people, the middle class, they were part of the crusades, and several wars were fought. It is believed that there were 9 wars fought in crusades. Later on I'll tell you what is that. Now, Roman emperors were trying to bring the region of Syria, Asia Minor under their rule. Rich merchants in Venice, Geneva, the 2 trading centers in Italy, wanted to establish a trade in Central Asia. Thus, the Crusades were supported by the rulers and the rich traders for their own interest. The first Crusade started in 1096, that is 1096 CE. While giving a call for the Second Crusade, the Pope sought help from the French king, Louis VII. Ultimately, the Crusades were defeated by the Turks. 1187 CE, the Sultan of Egypt defeated the Crusades by conquering Jerusalem. However, the Crusades did not stop. In course of time, there are totally 9 Crusades which were launched. Despite the Crusades, Jerusalem and the region around remained under the control of the Islamic rulers. Now, as we all know, that there were 9 Crusades, and all of this war were fought for religion. Now we will see why this Crusades was a failure. Though the war was fought for Jerusalem, for Bethlehem, but yet it was a failure. It was very simple. There was a conflict between the highest authority of the church, who was called as Pope, and the European rulers. Both were having their vested interest. As a result of this, what has happened? There was a conflict between the rulers and the religious leader, that is Pope. Seeing this, the common people lost faith on the church, seeing the rift between the Pope and the European king. The dispute between the Pope and the German emperor and the emperor of Byzantine also caused the failure of crusades. Now, what are the consequences of crusades? Simple. The consequences are very, very clear. After the crusades, feudalism came into Europe. The faith for the Pope, who is the highest authority of the church, declined. European warfare went through many changes. European nations acquired expertise in building forts, managing forts, military outposts, building bridges, for moving army from one place to another. European king levied taxes which were directly collected by the rulers. It was taken into treasury. Europeans were introduced to the newer types of plants, fruits, perfumes, different styles of clothing, sugar, silk, cotton textile, spices, medical herbs, and so on. During the prolonged time of crusades, Europeans came in contact with Arabs. They got introduced to new subjects. European adopted many Arabic words used in alchemy, music, and commerce. My dear students, thus I would like to end this first part. Students, if you like the video, please do like it. If you have not subscribed it, please subscribe it. And if others are not aware of this video, please do give awareness. Thank you, and I wish you all the best.